I want to be stereotyped. I want to be classified.
I wanna be stereotyped. I wanna be classified. I wanna. Hey yo, devil's little sister. Listening to your twisted transistor. Hold it between your legs. Turn it up, turn it up.
Now, a lot of punk stuff features studs on it, and that's cool, but what if you can't get studs? You can use this alternative instead. Anytime you see a dead lighter on the street, you can peel one of these little metal clips off it, throw the lighter away safely so that you can also save the planet, and then clip them to the edges of your hoods or sleeves. Now, the metal is pretty soft, so you should be able to peel it apart with your fingers. You just want to separate it a little bit, pinch it around the edge of the fabric, and then pinch it closed. Metal on the cheap. You can also paint them with nail polish and have fun colors. This is something I've seen done in and around punk scene since I was a teenager, so happy crafting!
If you see somebody with that hair who smells like weed and does not care, and they listen to snare, that's how you know that they infected with that. Well, but no more cards, only so y'all know that it's true, so let's face you my entry trophy. Tonight it's some shit that gets awesome cringe. Make some movie haters, hashtag people will infringe. Tonight.
Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węgiel. Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram.
A lot of people had this question, and I used elastic jewelry string or whatever it's called. So it actually stretches.
A time to restore chaos and order, but we will.
Chaos and order, the destroyer's gotta be your savior, and your employer, so punch and get down on your knees. Worship the creator of this disease. The world's doing time, don't step out of line, it'll all be fine. Just surrender your mind, take part in the grind, flat out with the swine. The burdened bodies look so pretty in the night they shine. The restoration of chaos and order. The restoration of chaos and order. The restoration of chaos and order. It really started when the bodies burn. The restoration of chaos and order. Chaos and order, that is Christ gonna be your savior, and your employer, so punch it, get down on your knees.
Video on how to make your own punk based patches. First, you're going to need some paint, scissors, paintbrushes, water, and an old t-shirt you can sacrifice. First, cut a piece from the t-shirt and separate it from the hem. Put out the base thing. I like to use the back of the paintbrush to mark it out. See it very well here, but I've marked out the basic circle of what I'm doing. I go over with the normal bit of the paintbrush over it to layer it up. And this is me drawing on the actual design for it. As you can probably tell, it's the anarchy symbol in red, because red's my favorite color, I guess. Always layer it up a bunch because it looks a bit patchy, you know, and then neaten out the sides. This is me working on a second patch, which is the Consume the Rich patch. I'm doing the same as I did for the Lost patch with the back and front of the paintbrush. These are the 3 patches I made.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on the bar, have a nigga running me, talk your shit, bite your lip, ask for a call while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat.
Here's a couple of ways you can cut any t-shirt and turn it into a punk shirt. The first one I call the Sun's Out, Guns Out, and it's the most easiest t-shirt to cut. Now, I like to use weird t-shirts like old beer t-shirts, old band t-shirts, even old marathon t-shirts because I think they look cool and it's really weird seeing them. So you're gonna lay your t-shirt out flat on a surface, and just here on the outside of each seam, you are going to cut. Now, I like to leave about a 1/2 inch of fabric here on the edge of the seam because that'll curl up and it'll look like a cut-up t-shirt without it necessarily running and causing a hole. This one is called the side slit. We're going to cut this time on the inside and go further down. Now we repeat on the other side. Now these work better with longer shirts and you can layer them up.
4 a.m. on a Thursday, I made sleep. And pulling these all-nighters, oh can't wait. Rolling in this big-ass van, trying to get some more bass blasting. 'Cause all we want is a Friday night that would treat us right. If we don't feel like we've got it right. Get down, get low, turn the radio on. Don't put it to a great your party tonight. Fucking heavy and the mood is full. That never wants something to fall. But that's all day. 'Cause we're all dead. We don't give a fuck. So stand up on the red dusty toe. 'Cause that's it, a zombie rodeo. Frankenstein is about to replicate. Wolfman is about to eat his shame. The final smashing down is the monkey too. It's Dracula, like the punch with blood. Smoking scary skeletons and shivers on your spine. Shaking skulls of shocking souls till you're cooked tonight.
So recently I've really been loving these shorts that are like ripped and they have chains on them, but we're not gonna buy from a site like Dolls Kill, so we're gonna DIY them. I already had these bleached shorts, but I wanted to dye them neon green. Is that acrylic paint? Yes, but we have textile medium, which will turn that into a fabric dye since I don't have neon green fabric dye. So you wanna fill the bucket up with just enough water to get your garment soaked. You don't wanna add too much because it will dilute your paint or dye or whatever. Yes, we're gonna use that whole entire thing, baby. Maybe even 2, because it's lime water, and you want it to be super pigmented. You'll add about half a thing of textile medium, not like this whole entire thing, but just enough to get it, like, not just paint water. Ooh, that's so satisfying. So while I waited for that to just kind of soak up and dye, I had this black chain and all these little cross charms, but they were silver, so I decided to paint them to match. And yes, I just used acrylic paint. So stay tuned for part 2, where I take a look at how this turned out. Woohoo! Right, so you guys wanted part 2. Here are the shorts after I took them out of the dryer. They're a little bit lighter than I expected them to be, but that's okay because they're still bright and green. Let's add chains. You're going to want to measure out where you want your chains to go on your shorts before you do any cutting of the links. So just get that measured out, do it on the other side, bada bing, woohoo. So the next thing that you are going to need is a pair of needle nose pliers. This part absolutely sucks getting all of the links open. You might even need a wrench if it's too hard for you, but you only need it to open like that much so you can just stab it with a sharp object. get it back in there, and then secure it by using the pliers to get it back together. Do the whole damn thing, do it on the other side, woohoo! I also found that I had a bunch of studs lying around that I wanted to use for another project, but I have these. So these are really simple. You just stab them through the fabric and then you just push them back with the pliers. Crosses. These are a lot easier to open than chain links, but we need a part 3, so I'll see you there. And this is the finished product of the shorts.
Hi, I'm Amara, and I'm going to show you guys how to make some super cool shirts for less than $10. Okay, so you're going to need 2 things from Walmart. You're going to need a pack of men's Hanes tank tops and also some safety pins, some scissors from your house, and then optionally you can use a cheese grater. I don't like this kind though, use the stand-up kind. Okay, so I've got my tank top and I'm going to crop mine. So this is like right about where I think I'm going to start. And remember to start lower than you think you're actually going to want it, because you can take off more length, but you can't add length back. Okay, so what am I going to do with it? I was thinking I was going to cut mine all the way down the middle because I have a black one like that. Then I decided to crop it more, so I did that. Anyway, back to the plan, cutting it down the middle. An easy way to keep your line straight is to pick one of the ribs of the tank top and stay within it. So I ended up changing the plan, and I only cut mine like a quarter of the way down, and here come the safety pins. So basically what we're doing is we're kind of like stitching the hole together with the safety pins. I tried to show you, but my hands get in the way. I decided to alternate between big and small safety pins just for looks. Here's what it looks like on. Here's another one that I made, and let me know if you have any questions.
I'm gonna teach you bitches how to make this shoe. Made it myself. So look, right here is a Target shoe. Looks like a Van, probably like, I don't know, $15. Look, sole now. Bah. Throw this away. Now you have this. Now you get your basic sandal that's the same shoe size as that one. Take out the little strappy thingies. Flip it upside down and cut the edges of the sandal. Now find your duct tape and do this. Take a long nail. Do that again over here and over here. Wow, look, there's nails. Okay, that's a base. Take your other shoe. Yes, I know it's a Converse, but they're old, so you need the sole of it now. These are hard as hell to take apart, so hold on. Okay, so now you have your Converse thing. So the next step is to take the sole out. So that's gonna take some work. I took that out. Put that to the side. You're gonna need that later. Don't throw it away. Okay, now you just gotta Okay, now I need another one. Yeah. Give me more nails. Oh wait. Hey, take back the sole thing. You're gonna make a glue. A very nice glue. My favorite shoe glue is some type of fabric paint, acrylic paint, and school glue. And you're gonna mix it together in a little cauldron. Mix it. Group. Now nails again. Do shorter nails for this one. So now we got it all nailed down, and I nailed the front too. Now you're gonna get your shoe and plop it onto that shoe. And look, you already got it together. Now time to nail again. Scratch that, we're using duct tape this time, and then nails. Okay, now you got the duct tape, and make sure you kind of like, see where I put that nail? Yeah, make sure everything's at least connected a bit. Okay, now you're gonna take paper. I've been using these list pieces of paper because they kind of fit, and use Mod Podge or any other type of glue that is kind of clear or dries clear or whatever. And yeah, tape it around and glue it like this, and then yeah, I'll show you what to do next after that. Right now I'm using Mod Podge and a paintbrush. Now you take the paper and you put it on where the Mod Podge went, and basically you're going to find out where the Mod Podge stops, and you're going to cut off the excess. And you're going to make sure you have everything pushed down. Yeah. Okay, see where it stops here? You're going to cut like right here. You're going to like glue that down. Like you're going to, yeah, okay. You're going to do the same here, but basically like right here. And you're going to glue that down. Cut off the excess paper. Now I already got one part down, so next is these, so hold on. This is the actual final part, so we got the paper put on everywhere. Okay, now time for painting. I use basic acrylic paint, $5 for this entire thing at Target or Michael's. Basically paint all the paper part, just paint all of it black and like maybe do 2 layers. God, keep going. Okay, now we got that done. Now it's just literally just to paint all of that painted, like the way this one was painted. And there we go. Wait for it to dry. Make sure you don't miss any spots. I'm sitting it down right here, so now I have to wait for it to dry. Now it's time, put your laces on. Alright, let's go show you guys what they look like when I stand up. Yes, that air noise is normal. Don't worry.
Why? Why y'all tag me in this? I know I don't look like I can do that, and I know I sound like Barney, okay? I can go from to this real quick. I know.